Hey, you guys. Let me know when you on. I'm here. Hey, Lay. Hey. You know I'm just sitting here. You know me. Waiting for a few of my faves to pop on. I'm just got my music just doing what it do in the background. Girl, I had to go natural chair. You look at this, girl. Look at this. Ooh, Lord bless it, God. Bless it. Bless it. I said I'm gonna go ahead and just let it flow natural. I'm gonna let it flow natural. Hey sis. Y'all see me out here got the afro bussing. Got the afro bussing. I know. Girl, hey moms. Girl, you know what? Look, you know I had to let it do what it do. I couldn't do too much of nothing with it, so I just said, well, you know what? Can't go wrong with natural. Can't go wrong with a natural flow. So I'm gonna let it flow. I'm gonna let it do what it do. Tana up here in my bed, knocked out. But I'm just excited about this evening because I've really been going back and forth thinking about everything that I want to say and stuff on it. So that's why it's gonna be a good live. It's gonna be a good live. Could y'all hear my music? Girl, I know, huh? You see it, girl? Just flowing down there. Hey, Tang. Hey, girl. Look at the hang time, though. Look at the hang time, though. People be like, girl, you ain't got no hair. I got hair, baby. It's right there. Look, it's right there. Almost on my nipples. But I couldn't do nothing with it, y'all. So I had to just let it do this. I had to let it just do this. Once I took those locks out and just been going with the natural, it just been flowing. It been flowing. Flowing and growing. Flowing and growing. Flowing and growing. What's good, son? What's good? What's good? Hey, Gary. What's good, y'all? What's good, fams? I'm always happy to see my fan favorites all the time. Let me see. Girl, you see it, girl? Girl, let me pull it one more time for those who didn't catch it. Hold on, wait a minute. Because I don't want them to miss out on this luscious. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me put it back up in the afro some kind of way. Y'all know tonight, this evening, it's going to be a good one. Look, let me tell y'all. For the past few days, I've been going through... Oh no, girl! I thought you seen him on the live. I didn't see his name pop up, but if I missed him, hey son. But yeah, somebody text him and tell him to get on because he said he was gonna get on. He probably forgot, probably was doing something, but you know that's besides the point. What we gonna do tonight is we gonna talk about some good stuff. We gonna talk about patchwork. We gonna talk about patching up some stuff. We gonna talk about working on some stuff. We about to get this thing busting, y'all, because For the past few days, I've been getting closer and closer, connecting and getting more and more into, my spiritual. I've been flowing. I've been listening to my favorite girl, Sarah Jakes. If y'all never listen to Sarah Jakes, y'all gotta listen to her. She is amazing. She's gotten me through so much, just being able to just listening to her sermons and stuff. They be hidden, they be right on time, and I be going through something and my spirit would be like, listen to Sarah Jakes, and I listen to one and I never know which one I'm gonna listen to. I just kind of click onto it and then it just flows, and it be right on time. Her spirits, her messages, everything be right on time. So I just been kind of getting back into that. I'm well. Oh, okay. Look at me, girl. You know I got these fake glasses because my other glasses is still in California somewhere. So I had to put on these ones that I can't see nothing. So if y'all see me doing like this in the screen, it's because I'm trying to see y'all message. But but yeah, back to what I was saying. So I've been thinking, a lot of us, we've been sitting back and we've been going through some hardships. Everybody is going through some kind of storm, regardless of what the storm is. We are battling something. We're all trying to get clear of some things. We all trying to get clarity of some things. We trying to find peace in certain situations. We trying to decide if we're going to cut something off or just continue to keep it attached to us. We're going through a lot of different things, and we are really trying to get to a place of understanding where we can understand the things that we're going through. And a lot of us just really don't know where to put our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our souls. We just all over the place, mentally, spiritually, and things of that nature. So that's why this evening I kind of want to talk about patchwork, because a lot of us have been caught up in the traumas of our childhood or our early teenage years, or adolescence, or even some of us in our adult years. We're going through some things mentally and physically and spiritually and emotionally, and some of us don't know how to get to the next step. We don't know how to get to the next place of healing. We don't know how to let some things go. So instead of us working with the healing of things, and instead of us trying to cope and figure out a healthy, positive way to doing some things, we create something that's called patchwork. And patchwork is like we basically patching up the pain, trying to cover the pain up with something, some kind of substance or some kind of materialistics. Like we're trying to cover up the work with patches. We don't really want to do the work. We just want to kind of cover it up, and we kind of walk around and pretending as if we got it all together. We smiling at people, we're laughing, and when we go home at night, we're suffering, we're crying, we're stressed out, we're struggling. We're just so broken. A lot of us are so broken, and some of us are broken to the point where we feel like there's no fixing, there's no healing, there's no coming back. A lot of us are broken to the point where we feel like we might as well stay entrapment. We might as well stay where we are. We don't need to do anything else because there's nothing else that's going to happen for us. There's nothing else that's going to happen to us. So a lot of us just stay right there. We have gotten so comfortable in our transgressions. We have gotten so comfortable in our trials and tribulations. We have gotten so comfortable with the deception of believing that there's nothing else for us, that there's nothing great. We have gotten so comfortable with the lifestyle that we live. We are either highly sexual, we're either addicted to some kind of drugs, or we're either becoming alcoholics. We're doing something that's making us, hey daughter, we're doing something that's making us stay attached to the things that we think we have to stay attached to. And some of us have gotten so comfortable in our pain that we've learned how to master the pain, to use it to work in our favor. There's a lot of people that don't want healing. There's a lot of people that like to complain. There's a lot of people that like to stay miserable. There's a lot of people that don't want to change because they know if they change, they're going to lose the things that they were able to manipulate people to give it them. There's a lot of people that you're surrounded around that you can't say one thing without them complaining about something, or they're always trying to find some way to bring you down. It's a lot of negative Nancy's surrounding you, and you don't know how to let them go because you're so comfortable and so used to them being in your life that you feel like you got to stay connected to them. There's a lot of us that's trying to save people who don't want to be saved. There's a lot of us that's trying to attach ourselves to things that we need to let go of. Some of y'all are walking in these unhealthy relationships and these unhealthy friendships, and you're staying attached to these people because they fit a part of your life that you used to be attached to. There's so many people that you can let go of and don't have to worry about, what you're going to lose, because some of the people, they can't go where you're going anyway. So you're holding on to a thought of these people being a part of your life, but these people have been expired out of your life. These people are no longer in your life. These people serve no purpose in your life. They don't bring you anything. So you feel like you got to stay connected to these people. But I'm telling you today, you don't have to stay connected to anybody that does not serve your spirit well. A lot of us are sitting back and we're thinking, oh, I've been with this individual for this long. I might as well stay with him because I don't want to go through the process of loving somebody again. I don't want to go through the process of getting to know somebody again. I don't want to go through the process of somebody having to learn me all over again. Hey, thin man. I don't want to have to go through that process. I just want to stay right here in this comfortable relationship, because if I stay in this comfortable relationship, then I don't have to expose myself anymore. People don't have to know my secrets. People don't have to know what I've been through. People don't have to know what I came through. So I'm going to stay in this exhausting relationship, and I'm going to continue to exhaust myself, because at the end of the day, this is what I deserve, because I'm not doing anything different anyway. A lot of us are telling lies to ourselves, and then we're getting in the habit of believing these lies. And as soon as we believe these lies, we start packing ourselves with all this failure and all this disbelief, and we're going in circles trying to get away from a storm that we created ourselves, and we're blaming people, and we're projecting everything that we put on ourselves and projecting it into the people of the ones that really truly want to genuinely love us. There's a lot of us that are trapped in our past, and we don't want to get out of our past. Some people get more attention by being broken than they will if they get healed, and some people are so big on being a people pleaser that they stay connected to that pain because they want people to feel sorry for them. Because when somebody feels sorry for you, they'll do more for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, if I just keep telling people the same past, the same stories that I've been through, if I keep crying about the same trauma, I done told these 6 people. Now I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna tell these 6 people. And if I go over here and tell another 6 people, then I'm gonna have so many people feeling sorry for me. And every time they feel sorry for me, they're gonna want to do something for me. They're gonna want to give me something. They're gonna want to give me more. Hey, BGB. They're gonna want to just extend so much to me if I just stay in this brokenness, if I stay in this pain. But if you get out of that brokenness yourself, and if you get out of that pain yourself, then you will receive those things anyway. Those things are going to be given to you. Those things are going to be added into your life anyway. So stop trying to use your pain to manipulate people, and use your pain as a purpose, and heal and get through the things that you've been through. We've all been through something, but at the end of the day, we have to find a ground and a place where we can let go of the things and release the things, and then allow our spirit to just flow. Hey, sis. Lay said, patches are just a temporary fix. It's not fully fixing the problem. It's just covering up an issue. And that's so true. Because when you wake up in the morning, y'all know I like to expose myself sometimes when I get on lives, because I like to keep myself open, and I like to keep my authentic self. I like to be honest. So when people look at me, they don't see me as a lie. They don't see me as somebody who just talking because I like to talk, or motivating because I like to motivate. I use my pain and I turn it into the purpose, because the purpose is that everything that I've been through, I was able to get through. So there was a time in my life, I'm telling you, the trying to cover up pain with pain only causes more damage, and the more damage you become, the more broken you become, and the more broken you become, there you start getting unrecognizable. People can't recognize you anymore. People see you and be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And nobody wants to be remembered as somebody who just have nothing to show and nothing to offer. And there was a time that my patches where, I've been sexually assaulted, I've been raped, I've been through those things, and I had to get through those things. And my patches to cover that was to be promiscuous. I was more using my pain to cover up pain. So I would go out there and I would have sex with an individual, and there was never an attachment. It was just something that I felt that made me feel good in that moment, because I didn't want to be depressed. I didn't want to think about what I was going through. I didn't want to think about what I had to come out of. So what I did was I used the pain that broke me to be the pain to give me a temporarily healing, a fix that I thought was fixing, but it was never fixing anything. So my purpose is to tell y'all this, that you cannot use pain to cover up pain, because it's only going to bring more pain. It's only going to cause more damage. And every time you think about ways of trying to fulfill some kind of pain in your life by using something that can take away from your life, it's going to make you feel less of a person. Hey, son. So my message today is telling you guys that don't use patchwork to heal or clean yourself or get away from some things, because patchwork is only going to fix you for that moment. When you have a hole in your pants, and it's like you don't want to get rid of the pants because you had them for so long, so you go around and you put patches all over the pants and you try to create the pants to look like something. But what ends up happening is every time you put the patches on, it takes away from the original style. It takes away from how the jeans were originally made. It takes away from the newness of the jeans when you had them. The patches only covers up where the jeans are destroyed. The patches only cover up where things are messed up. And if anybody was to come and snatch that patch off those jeans, that same hole will be right there. That same material where it was destroyed will be right there. So you cannot take your pain and patch it up with other things and other substances and, run out there and try to figure out ways to make yourself feel good. Go through the process. Go through the sadness. Go through the struggles. Go through everything that you need to go through. Go through it. Because when you see yourself in a position knowing that you got through everything and you've allowed yourself to go through that pain, to go through that brokenness, to go through that place of darkness, to go through that place of loneliness, when you see that you was able to go through those things and get through those things and stand tall and stand strong and stand brave, knowing that those things didn't take you out, you're going to realize that you never needed that patchwork in the first place. A lot of us have to stop pretending that we know how to fix ourselves by using things that only works for a moment. Lay said, every time you add a patch, a new place rips. That's so true. You never can fully fix something that's broken. You have to get it new. You have to start over. And that's the same thing with pain. When you so broken, you can't heal yourself with the same broken pieces. You can't heal yourself in the same place you hurt. You can't stand in a relationship that broke you down and tore you down and made you feel less of a person, and then stay in that exact same relationship and then use it as a crutch to, cover up how you really feel. You have to get out of that relationship. You have to get out of those friendships. You have to leave those jobs alone. You have to leave those places alone, because we all know that patches only cover you up for a moment. But if you take the time to do the work, if you take the time to step out on faith, if you take the time to just really acknowledge the things that you're going through and realize, like, you know what? I'm not a victim of my past. I'm not my past. My past is not me. My past was of me, but I am not of my past. I am walking in a new light. I am becoming a new person. I am seeing things from a different perspective. I'm not always going to be in this season of loneliness. I'm not going to always be in this season of hardships. I'm not going to always be in this season of weariness. I'm not going to always be in this season of brokenness. I'm not going to always be in this season where I'm unsuccessful. These are only things that's building up character to get me to the position and to get me to the place where I belong. So I can't keep focusing on the things that's not happening for me. I need to be grateful and thankful for the things that is happening for me. You have to stop allowing yourself to feel like There's nothing left just because you did some things, just because you made some mistakes. A lot of us have made mistakes. A lot of us have done some things that we are not proud of. A lot of us done some things that we should be ashamed of. A lot of us done some things to where we should be in hiding and never come out. But I'm telling you, when you go into hiding, you go into hiding to get cleansed. You go into hiding to get healed. You go into hiding to get renewed. You go into hiding just to get away from the word for a second and rebrand yourself, redo yourself, recognize the newness of yourself, become something different within yourself, and then come out of hiding. It's okay to step off the scene for a little while. It's okay to not be heard. It's okay to not be focused on. It's okay for people to just not want to be bothered with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with people walking from your life. You have to understand that when somebody walks out of your life, it's because they wasn't there. And a lot of the times when people walk out of your lives, it's because you're too bright for them. Your light is too bright for them, and they can't stand the light. Dark cannot stay where light is, because where there's dark, there's always going to be light. So remember, if somebody is disconnecting themselves from you, don't run behind them. Don't chase them. There are some people that is expired in your life right now, and you're still holding on to them and wondering why things are going the way they're going. There are some people that's expired in your life, and they're keeping you in a place where you can't prosper. There are some people that have expired in your life, and they're not letting you get to your next season. You have to release these people. I don't care how much you think you love this person, or how much you think you have to be attached to this person, or how much you felt like, oh, I've known this person for so long, I'm used to this person. You have to know that within yourself, you have to recognize who you are, and who you are with this person, and who you will be without this person or these people. You have to stop blaming a lot of people for what your life is right now. Your life is the way it is because of some decisions that you decided to make. Not because your mother did what she did when you was younger, or your father walked away from you when you was younger, or something happened to you. You cannot use those things as an excuse to mistreat people, or manipulate people, or make people feel some type of way. It's time to walk away from the old character and get to know the new character. Dad said, I don't know if it's my phone or not, but your live is going in and out. It might be your phone, son. It might be your phone. I think everybody else hear me loud and clear. Let's see. Gary says, seasons are temporary. You either continue to work to keep the good season or fight through the rough season, but fighting is a must either way. Definitely gotta fight. If you don't fight, let me tell y'all something. The worst thing you could do is walk to a fight and don't know how to fight, and stand up to somebody and allow that person to beat you down. You got to go out there and fight, whether you know how to fight or not. You don't know you don't know what's going to happen if you go out there and fight. Lay said, the dark is unknown, but there's certainty in the light. Everybody around you has a good side and they have a bad side. And you're going to know which side the person is going to bring out of you by how your energy flows and shifts according to that person. If you're a person that's full of light and you stay around a person that's dark, you're going to catch yourself becoming more dark, getting more and more in tune to that person's energy and not your own. So be the light in every room that you walk. Don't wait for the light to show up. Be the light. Walk into the room of darkness and be the light that shines, and let everybody see that the light is within you. Because when the light is within you, baby, it doesn't matter who is around you dark. That light in you is going to overshadow that darkness. So remember that. My mom said, let go and let God. If you let go and you let God, you will see some things that's going to be so much different. You will be able to speak different. You will be able to address things different. You won't even get mad at certain things. It's a lot of people that get mad at stuff that they already know that's going to make them mad. So they go out there and they say, I'm going to poke at this bear, and if I keep poking at this bear, I know this bear is going to attack me. But you know what? It's okay, because I want to go out here and I want this bear to attack me. A lot of us keep poking at things that we know that's going to attack us. A lot of us keep poking at things that we know that's going to break us. A lot of us keep poking at things that we know is going to destroy us mentally. A lot of us keep poking at things that we know we have no business poking at. And we're going to poke and we're going to poke and we're going to poke till there's nothing left to poke. You have to stop feeling sorry for yourself. A lot of you guys are feeling so sorry for yourself. You sat here and you made a fire and you jumped in it and you got burned and you ran out there and you want everybody to feel sorry for you. Stop creating this trauma. Stop creating this pain. Stop creating these storms and then expecting somebody to make you whole, expecting somebody to fix you. Lay said, oh, quote of the week, remember who you are. If you don't remember who you are, somebody is going to tell you who you are. And if you don't know who you are within yourself, you're going to believe what somebody told you. And before you know it, you're going to be acting as if you're that person that they said you are. We all have a calling. We all have a position. We all have a purpose. We all have something that we have to do. But until you recognize who you are, you will never get to that purpose. You will never get to that understanding. You will never get to that place that you're supposed to be in until you recognize who you are. You have a gift within you. Everybody has a gift. You don't want to believe it, but everybody has a gift. Everybody is good at something. And if you're good at something and you let your good just die down, then your good becomes no more. Stop letting people lie to you. Stop letting people dictate to you. Stop letting people tell you who you are. You are exactly who you are. You know who you are. You don't need somebody to remind you of who you are. You don't need somebody to tell you of who you are. The one thing I learned where I messed up in all of my relationships is I wanted to love these individuals in a way that would set them apart from me loving myself. And I realized that I put so much love into them that I was taking the love away from me, but I wasn't putting the love back within myself. I made a lot of decisions on loving people more than I love myself. And then I made some decisions in these relationships where I tried to make these individuals responsible for my happiness to make me happy when I realized that the happiness was already inside of me. So when you're trying to make somebody responsible for your happiness and responsible for your joy and responsible for loving you, and they don't do it, that's why you get broken, because you're putting a task on them that you're supposed to be working on yourself. You cannot make somebody love you. You cannot make somebody want to be with you. You cannot make somebody treat you right. You cannot do that. It has to be in them. And if a person is treating you wrong mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and even sexually, you have to know that it's time to separate yourself from that individual. You have to come first in every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life, you have to come first. BG said, what if you're good at a lot but can never accomplish anything? Sometimes things don't happen until you start believing them to happen. Like, if you say you want something to happen, but then you doubt it and you start focusing on the negative things of it, then that's more, the negative is going to overpower and overshadow everything that you see. Like, I have things that I'm doing, that I'm working on. And when I tell you there's absolutely no life to it, there's no life to it. I'm focusing on trying to build a nonprofit organization. There is no life to it. Nobody is supporting. Nobody is sharing. Nobody is tagging. Nobody is buying anything for it. Nobody is cash apping. Nobody is doing anything, right? So I told myself, I said, God, I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to birth it, but I'm going to let you grow it. I'm going to let you do what you got to do. I'm going to put it out there because you told me to put it out there. I'm not going to focus on what's not happening. I'm not going to focus on who's not doing what. I'm not going to focus on any of that. The only thing I'm going to focus on is you telling me to put it out there. So I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to watch you grow. It may not grow today. It may not grow tomorrow. It may not grow a year from now, but I know it's going to grow. And the only reason why I know it's going to grow is because I put it out there. So that's what you got to do, BG. Just put it out there. Don't worry about if it's not growing. Don't worry about if it's not getting no attention. Don't worry about if it's not getting no traffic. Don't worry about if it's not getting no views. Don't worry about if it's not getting no likes. Just keep putting it out there. Put it out there. Put your vision out there, because your vision is the only vision that you see. Nobody else sees your vision. You can see your vision, and your vision might not come until 4 or 5 years later. But when that vision comes, all you're going to be able to say is, man, I'm so glad I put it out there. So keep putting it out there. Even if nobody shows up, even if nobody says anything, even if nobody supports, even if nobody gives you a hooray or a congratulations or I'm proud of you. If nobody gives you any of that, keep putting it out there, because that's the only way your gift and your vision is going to come alive, because you have to keep putting it out there. That's like when you have a child and you put your child out there, you're not going to put your child out there and be like, okay, go out there and just do whatever's going to happen, and whatever happens, come back to me and I'll do whatever I gotta happen. No, you're gonna put your child out there, and you're gonna birth your child. You're gonna grow your child. You're gonna love on your child. You're gonna feed your child. You're gonna just do whatever you gotta do for your child. And you're not even gonna care if people say anything or do something, because you know that this is your baby. This is your baby. Gary said, we have to remember that we have to be happy, joyful, etc. People can only add to it. And that's something that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that people have to add to them. A lot of people think that, oh, I need you to help me be happy. I need to be happy. How do I do this? We got to learn to love people right where they are. Right where they are. And BG, I've been doing my stuff for a bunch of years, and I still don't get the support that I want or the support that I need. But I don't care, because at the end of the day, it may, who knows? There's people who didn't get their first break until they like 50 something or 60 something. Like mommy's going to school, and mommy is in her 50s, and she's going to school. Her break may not come for another year or two, but it doesn't matter the years. It just matters the dedication. It just matters the commitment. It just matters that you just got to keep doing it. Everybody has a time frame. And I'm learning how to just put it out there. And whatever happens, happens. I don't care about the clicks. I don't care about the views. I don't care if people, really support or really share, because I know the people that really love you and really want to see you prosper and see you make it, they're going to do it effortlessly. You're not going to have to ask, beg, or nothing. They're going to do it effortlessly. So just keep your vision out there. Don't, just because you don't see nothing and nothing is happening, no growth, no traffic, no nothing, just keep putting it out there. Lace said, it's like a plant. You have to water it and give it sunlight in order for it to grow. If you don't, it'll slowly wither and die. Treat your dreams and goals the same way. Definitely. You have to continue to be consistent, patient, and love your vision, because your vision is your vision. You're the only one that's seeing your vision. You can tell 1,000 people about your vision and they won't even understand what you're talking about. Some people look at you like you crazy, like, girl, you know full well you can't, girl, you ain't got no money, girl. They don't see your vision. That's why. And that's why you can't tell everybody your vision. Everybody don't need to know your vision, because some people will stunt your vision. Some people would throw a wedge in your way. Some people would throw a distraction in your way. Your vision is your vision, because only you know how it's gonna happen. You're welcome, Mom Dukes. Gary said, continue to plant the seed, young man. If you're doing your best, God will do the rest. Things will be added unto you. You are a blessing and you will be blessed. Yes, tell her again. That was my sister. Tell her again, Gary. Gary also said the goal, it's my sister, Gary. The goal, young man, is to reach one person. If you reach one, the person you reach may reach more. One can win 1,000. That's so true. Just keep putting it out there. Like, don't think about nothing else. Don't think about, when I get on here and I do my lives, I know that I have my main people that's going to get on here. I know the main people that get on here, they get on here every Tuesday or every Thursday or whenever I get on live, and I have to switch my days out. The main people be right here. There's some people that hop on, they watch for a minute, they jump off. There's some people that, I might not be interested. I might not be interesting to. There's some people that might not like my content. There's some people who might not understand my content. There's some people that might be looking at the past me like, oh, who she thinks she is? I know her. She used to do this. She used to do that. I'm not listening to her. I'm not about to listen to somebody that used to drink and club and party and smoke and have reckless sex and just didn't care about herself or love herself. I'm not listening to somebody like that. You got a lot of people that's always going to be trying to come against you. But at the end of the day, I know who I am now. It doesn't matter who they see me as or who they knew me as, because back then, that's where I was at. That's where they knew me at. And you got to remember, people know you where you are. If people don't elevate with you and people don't grow with you and people don't stay where you are and people are not connected to where you are, they only know you of who you were to them when you was with them. So that's why you can't worry about people. You can't worry about what people speak. You can't worry about what people say. You can't worry about people that was attached to your past and worry about if they're going to say something. I don't care if I got 2 people on here that watch my live. I don't care if nobody watched my live. At the end of the day, the message always going to play a part in somebody's life. Somebody is always going to be able to remember that one time when they breeze crossed my live and say, man, you know what? That girl was speaking some facts. Or somebody might breeze past my live and be like, yeah, yeah, she was all right. She won't all that. You know, it don't matter. What matters is you have to continue to do what's going to satisfy your spirit, to do what's going to satisfy your soul. That's going to make you feel good. Because like Gary said, where there's one, there's 1,000. Where one person is listening to my live, that one person heard it out of nobody hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if nobody comes and shows up to your stuff, you got to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it. I do my lives because I love what I do. And I know that I have people that'll get on here regardless of how many times I switch it up, how many times I got to redirect it. Like, there's so many things that I have to do, but I have to stay connected because at the end of the day, you have to keep birthing your vision. You have to. Lay said, better treat your dreams like they're a luxury car. You don't see any Porsche commercials or Rolls-Royce commercials yet. People still buy them. Let your goals speak for themselves. Girl, yes, let them goals speak for yourself. Because I say it all the time. I'm going to be on somebody's stage. I'm going to be on somebody's stage. I ain't got on nobody's stage yet. You hear me? I ain't touched the stage yet. But I know that I am. I don't know when I'm touching the stage. I don't know how I'm touching the stage. But I know that I'm touching somebody's stage. You know why? Because that's my vision. My vision is not for everybody else to see. It's not for everybody else to know. It's not for everybody else to understand. It's my vision. So when I tell myself where I'm going to be, I'm going to see myself there. No matter how long it takes for me to get there, no matter how long or how hard it is, I know where I belong. And I know I'm going to get there. And if I'm 55, then that's what it is. But I'm not giving up on anything that I set my heart out for. I'm not. BG, you funny. Thanks said, right, this is my first time joining your live because I'm usually asleep. But now that I love you and fully support you. But know that I love you and fully support you. Oh, listen, honey, I know you fully support me too. Because let me tell you something. Boy, I know them overnight schedules be having you like... That's how I be sometimes. That's how I be sometimes, baby. But I know, like, there's people that support me that I don't even have to speak on. There's people that support me that I speak on. There's, like, I know who genuinely supports me. I know who's in my life for a purpose. I know who's in my life for a reason. And the people that's in my life for a reason, you know, we always going to be grounded and connected. But when there's an elevation taking place, there's also an elimination. There's a lot of people that will no longer be in your presence. But when I tell you it's for the good, don't think you missing them. Don't go backwards, jumping into... Listen, I done made a lot of mistakes in my life where I done jumped back all the way to the ocean and pulled out some old fish that I should have let them fish stay in the middle of that ocean. I don't even know how to swim, so I don't know why I jumped in that ocean in the first place. I put my life at risk jumping in the ocean, not knowing how to swim, hoping and praying that I can float on things that makes no sense in my life. And when you get in that ocean and you floating on things that make no sense in my life, just to get out the bad fish, just to bring the bad fish back into your life, to rot in your dreams, to rot in your goals, to rot in your visions, to just be a thorn in your side. You got to realize that some people are left in your past for a reason. Some people are, when you break up with somebody and people say, oh, we didn't break up on bad terms, we just outgrew each other. Well, if y'all outgrew each other, it's because y'all didn't fit the purpose no more. Y'all didn't have anything else to offer each other, and y'all time has expired. And that's what I call seasonal relationships. We all have some seasonal relationships that we try to make permanent. We all have some seasonal friendships that we try to make permanent. We all have some seasonal thoughts that we're trying to think constantly. We're trying to bring life to things that already died. We're trying to create old memories with old friends. We're not even creating new memories, because when you get around your old friends and the only thing you talk about is old stuff, you don't have room to create anything new. You're just sitting around like, girl, remember when, girl, and we was like 12, and we remember, y'all don't have anything new to bring to each other. That's why sometimes it's okay to let people stay in your past. It's okay to walk away from some situations. It's okay to not dibble and dabble in some people that's no longer in your life. A lot of people are not in your life for a reason. And I'm so grateful and thankful and blessed for the people that's not in my life. I love them from afar. I don't hate nobody. I forgive everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all have to just understand that sometimes when the people came into your life, in that season, y'all needed each other. For whatever the case may be. It didn't make sense then, but it makes sense now. Y'all needed each other in that moment. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. And now, on to the next. Sometimes you get in a relationship and the relationship is so draining and so tiring and so overwhelming. And you just over here like, oh my God, this is and you don't know why you stand in that relationship. But then when God opens the door for you to walk out of the relationship, some of us walk out to walk right back in. We walk out to walk right back in. I told myself a long time ago, when you walk out of something, and you get out of something, stay out of it. Stay out of it. Don't go back digging in the trash. Because you don't know what you're digging for. You don't know what you're going to pull out. There's a lot of friendships that's only leech ships. Because they just want to leech onto you. They want to drain your energy. They want to suck the goodness out of you. And make you feel like you have to be responsible for them. Stop feeling sorry for your friends when they crying to you about a lifestyle that they chose. Stop feeling sorry for your children and your parents and things of that nature when they chose a lifestyle. Stop feeling sorry for people when they come to you crying about the stuff that they put themselves in. It's okay to love them, but you gotta love and release. Love and release, you guys. Tank. Oh, I read that. BG said there was no true connection if it's that easy to let go. And that's so true. So true. And this that a relationship can help you find out things about yourself. Yes, it's a lie. Hey, realist. When I tell you, some of us be in these relationships, right? And the first month into the relationship, we already know where that relationship is going to go. That first month, we be like, this about to be some bull. I can already tell. But because we just want to give people a chance, we just be like, I'm going to see. And we see too long. And that's why a lot of us be so miserable. But we cannot be mad at the person for being who they are. We can't be mad at the person for treating us how they treat themselves. People treat you how they treat themselves. So if somebody treats you good, it's because they treat themselves good. If somebody treats you bad, it's because they treat themselves bad. We be knowing these relationships about to take a turn for the left in the beginning, but we think so much that we can save everybody. Oh, if I just love him, or if I just love her, she gonna get it together. He gonna get it together. I'm gonna love him out of his pain. I'm gonna love her out of her brokenness. I'm just gonna love her until she just realizes that everything is gonna be okay. And the whole time you telling yourself that, they destroying you and they breaking you and they making you feel like you don't want to love anybody ever again. A lot of these relationships have made y'all so bitter, but y'all bitter and mad for the wrong person. Hey, sis. Y'all bitter and mad at the wrong person. Be bitter and be mad at yourself for staying in a place where you can't grow. You knew you was not supposed to be in that relationship. You knew you were supposed to let that person go. You stayed with that person for however long and got beat up. And when I say beat up, I don't mean physically with hands. I mean emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. You know, you just got beat up and you stayed there because you felt like there was something in that person that you can love. But there was something in that person that was telling you to love yourself. These people be coming into your life sometimes just to make you realize that you can love yourself. All the love and pain and affection and everything that you was putting on somebody else, baby, you need to put it on yourself. Stop expecting somebody to do your job. Your job is to love you, not them. They come into your life to add to it. BG said, I've never revisited old relationships, friendships. Don't go back to the same neighborhood I lived in. I'm trying to tell you, because don't nobody got time. Nobody got time, okay? Mom said, don't look back, only ahead. Yeah, because if you look back, you going to crash, baby. You going to crash. You are going to crash. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm just making sure I got all. I'm seeing everybody's messages. But yes, baby. A lot of us be sitting back crying over something that we did to ourselves. We be, he just won't change, and I'm just trying to get him to see who I am and trying to get him to love me, and I just want him to just realize what he got. Baby, if he don't realize what he got, he don't need to know what he got. Clearly, you don't even know who you are if you're staying in a place where you're not welcome. Ain't nobody about to go sit in a chair that's full of thumbtacks. It's 2 chairs. One is full of thumbtacks and one is open. If you go sit in a chair of thumbtacks, you know what's about to happen. You know them thumbtacks about to tear you up. So why are you going to go sit in a chair that you know is going to cause pain? It's the same thing with a relationship. Why are you going to walk into a relationship and stay in a relationship when you know it's going to cause pain? You best believe people reveal themselves within a month of you being together. A person can only pretend for so long. A person can be in your life and show you that they the best thing you ever had just for that one time. Because they want you to believe that you're the best thing they ever had in that moment, so you can fall into that entrapment and stay on that. So every time you want to run and walk away from that person, you just remember that one time when they wined and dined you and made you feel good, and you have so much low self-esteem about yourself that you keep revisiting that one memory and that one moment, and you banking off that memory, you banking off that moment, you staying in that memory, you staying in that moment, while this person is creating new pain, new trauma, breaking you down more and more every day, and you keep going right back to revisit that one time they made you feel good. You better go back to that one time and remember when they made you feel good and get out of there right then and there. That very first moment they made you feel good, you better go right back there and exit. Because when I tell you, people will always pretend real good. I done been in plenty of relationships where they pretended real good, and I caught on, but I stayed. I stayed because I was weak. See, I'm not afraid to tell myself that I was weak. I was weak in the mind. I was weak in the spirit. I was weak in the soul. I was thinking that if I love this person enough, they will love me enough. But how can a person love me enough if I don't love myself enough? That's why y'all got to stop putting these patches on and thinking these patches is going to heal. These patches is not healing nothing. It's just covering it up for a little time. You got work to do. Do the work. Do the work. And stop pointing fingers for other people to do your job. Do the work. You got to put in that work. Oh, thank you, Real. My little music popping. Let's see. Tang said, I learned the hard way. Girl, me too. I learned the hard way too. But I tell you what, since I know the hard way, I don't want to learn that way again. I'm catching signs immediately, and I'm exiting stage left. Gary said, it's a reason why your windshield is bigger than your rear view mirror. Look forward and only glance at what's behind you and to be able to switch lanes. That's so true. You sit up there and pretend all day that you can drive looking backwards. Baby, you're going to crash. And you're going to crash hard too. You're going to crash so hard. And that's why I tell people all the time, you can't sit up here and expect people to do the work within you that you're not willing to do. You can't do it. Can I put your post in my game room till you come for it? Girl! Yes, ma'am. You can put it in your game room until I come for it, honey. Go ahead. Hook it up, shawty. Hook it up. When I tell y'all, I sit back and I just thank God. Like, you know what, God, I done been through a lot of stuff in my life, but everything that I've been through has brought me to this place right now. It's brought me to this place where I can sit back and I can really be grateful, because even in my transitions and my temptations, and I failed through some of my temptations, I still found favor. And I still see that God was still loving on me, and God still blessed me, and he still kept me according to his will for my life. And that's why I'm telling somebody to put in the work. You got to do the work, y'all. Don't sit here and mope in your sadness. Don't sit here and dwell in your pain and just live out trauma. Just let that mess go. It's so heavy to carry all that stuff. Imagine one person trying to carry 6 cases of a 35 pack of water. Baby, that's too heavy. You're gonna have to put it down and do one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. We're not designed to carry all this load by ourselves and just overwhelm ourselves with so much. We're not designed for that. And every time you think you're designed for that and you keep piling yourself up, you wearing yourself down, you making yourself exhausted, you making yourself tired. Stop piling pain and trauma and transgressions and all these things that broke you in the past. Stop going backwards and getting it out. Stop doing it. BG said, you really do inspire me. The baby sister is who I look up to. Aww, I love you. Thank you. I just really have to say, man, there's so much that I look back to, and you know, people who personally know me, they know the growth. They know how far I've come. They know the position. They know what I've been through. They've seen me conquer some things. They've seen some things take me out. I can't sit here and pretend like some of them trials and tribulations didn't take me out. I can't sit here and pretend like I ain't wake up some days and say, I don't even want to do this no more, God. I'm tired. I'm done. Take me now. This life I'm living is not worth it. There's plenty of days when I just wanted to throw in that towel and give up. But then I said to myself, if I give up, that means everything that I went through was for nothing. Everything that I went through was for nothing. All the stuff that I came through, all the battles I fought, and all the battles I've won, and all the tears that I cried, and all the healing I felt, and everything that brought me to a place where I'm standing here with my feet mashed to the ground and my head held to the sky, and I'm just so covered with blessings. If I give up, all that work that I put in was for nothing. Some of you guys are putting in all this work and you ready to throw in the towel because you had one little test. You done passed 30 tests back then, and then you get to one little test and you ready to let that one test take you out. When you done went through 20 years of pain and came through those 20 years and you done rolled on top of that pain and you done surfboard on top of that pain. You done cartwheeled on top of that pain. You done ran track through some of that pain. You done got through so much of that pain, and now you got one little test that came up and you ready to give up and let that one test take you out? No. You already conquered enough. The doctor call you and say, hey, you got cancer. I know that's a hard thing to hear. Nobody wants to hear that. But you done fought so hard. That don't mean to give up just because you heard some bad news. That means keep fighting. Keep fighting. I want to challenge somebody today to keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting, y'all. Tang said, we've come a long way. God kept us. Yes, he did. Amen. Because, baby, if I let my pain live for me, I'll die in pain. And I didn't live to die in pain. I didn't. Lay said, what you go through isn't for you. Your testimony is meant for someone else. That is so true. Because, baby, if I tell you everything that I've been through and how I'm sitting here smiling, I remember this old lady said, baby, you're going to go through some trials and some tribulations. You're going to face some storms and some hardships. That pain is going to pain. You're going to hurt. But if you keep the faith in God and you keep walking and you keep trusting and you keep believing, you are not going to look like what you've been through. You can tell everybody what you've been through, but you are not going to look like it. And that's why a lot of us don't look like our storms, because our storms passed. They came and passed. We don't look like our storms, y'all. We not our storms, and we definitely not our past. Lay said, better stop letting Band-Aids put you in a casket. Girl, you already know that was the topic last week. Better stop letting band-aids. If you ain't watch, if you missed the live last week, just go ahead and watch it. It's on my story. It's on my page. Y'all know my lives be right there. And wait till y'all hear. Let me tell y'all. I'm not even gonna tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all in a sense. When I tell y'all next Tuesday, if y'all don't be on this live next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, y'all gonna miss it. Cause I'm telling you right now, next Tuesday, baby. Woo! If y'all like this live, y'all need to be on next Tuesday. Cause this, I'm telling you. Oh, the music I chose. Thank you, BGB. Girl, I'm just vibing, girl. This my little list. Let me show y'all. Cause now, I'm booming now. Cause I can do my little music now in the background. Cause I got some extra stuff going on. So you get to see my music. I mean, you can hear my music in the background while I'm still on live instead of, because at first I was trying to do it from my TV and it wasn't working. So now it works even better. But y'all, we have been through some stuff. A lot of us have been through some stuff. There's some people on this live right now that been through some stuff. And there's some people on this live right now still going through some stuff. There's somebody right now that's fighting a battle that they can't even tell nobody about because they got to get through it first. It's so overwhelming to them that they can't even do nothing but focus on the next place, the next position. They are so tired. They are so worn out. They are so overwhelmed. They are crying themselves to sleep at night. They are trying to find peace. They are trying to find some kind of restoration. They are working on trying to get out of what it is they're going through. And they don't even know where they going. They don't know how they getting there. They don't know if they're coming or going. They are going through it right now. But they on this live. And they on this live because they needed to hear the message tell them to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep fighting, to keep striving. Because everything that you're going through is going to position you for a better place. You have got to realize that God has brought us to a position where we are going to be able to stand in front of somebody and say, I've made it. I've made it. I've been through it, but I've made it. I've gone through it, but I got through it. We are going to be able to sit back on the edge of our bed, and we're going to be able to tell somebody, I was going through so much that day. I was just so overwhelmed. But when I tell you, I just knew that I was going to come out because there was so much happening to me. You got to believe in your spirit that this is only a test. It's only a test. And it's a simple test that you can pass if you keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let the voices in your head tell you that you nobody. Don't let the voices in your head tell you you can't prosper. Don't let the voices in your head tell you that you can't succeed. Don't let the voices in your head tell you, oh, your past ain't gonna get you nowhere. Nobody gonna accept you. Nobody gonna want you. Don't let your past think that your life is only gonna be rejection. Baby, when I tell you I'd have been rejected, but I'm still loved. I'm still blessed. I'm still covered. I still got a group of people that love me unconditionally. So I'm not worried about the 1 or 2 people that walked away. I'm not worried about the 1 or 2 people that don't deal with me no more. I'm not worried about the 1 or 2 people that feel like they don't need me in their presence no more. I'm okay. Because when I tell you the people that don't need me is the same people that I don't need. So when I tell y'all to not be afraid to walk away from these people, to not be afraid to walk away from these circumstances, to not be afraid to look past and be like, you know what, that's okay. It's gonna hurt. A lot of us be pretending like things don't hurt, but it's gonna hurt. Embrace it, deal with it, feel it, but get through it. Don't stay in your hurt too long. Don't stay in your transgressions too long. Don't stay in your trauma too long. Don't stay in your depression too long. Don't stay there too long. Go through it, feel it, embrace it, acknowledge it, accept it, and get out of it. Like Coco said, keep fighting. And she said it's only a test. It's only a test. Last Saturday, my sister did a live. Coco did a live. And it was called RIP. And you know, when people hear RIP, you think of people dying. And when I tell y'all, the message was so good and it was so powerful and it was so nice. And I just fell in love with the words that she said, RIP. Because her meaning for RIP was rise in power. And when I tell y'all, a lot of us need to rip. A lot of us need to rise in our power. A lot of us need to stop sitting and dwelling on the past and the hurt and the people that broke us. We need to rise in our power. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe that we are going to get to the next destination. We need to realize that this season that we're in, it is not going to break you to the point you can't make it. Yeah, she have a channel, BGB. Coco, drop your channel in the chat so they can subscribe to your channel and follow you, honey. Y'all gotta understand that you can't be sitting around letting the past you be the present you, because you won't get to the future you. And we all have a destination to get to. We all have a destination to get to. We all have something that needs to take place. So you have to go through what it is that you have to go through to get to the next step. I needed to have my trials and tribulations. I needed to have my heartbreaks. I needed to have my beatdowns. I needed to have everything that I went through in order to be able to sit here and tell somebody, hey, look, I've been through that. I went through that. I know how I feel. I know it hurts, but you're going to get through it because I got through it. When I left my last relationship, I'm going to tell y'all, when you really love somebody and if it don't hurt when you walk away, then you really ain't love that person. But what ends up happening is you get so used to realizing that that person didn't love you back. So when that person don't love you back, you gotta love yourself. And there's no hatred. All of the relationships that I've ever been in, I don't hate nobody. I just enjoy the peace of not fighting. I'm friends with some of my exes. I got a few of my exes that I'm friends with. But we just stay friends from a distance. We don't have to call each other. We don't have to check in on each other. We know the position that we have in each other's lives. We don't need to just be trying to see what each other got going on. I don't need to call him or he don't need to call me and say, hey, what's going on? We don't need to do all that. We know where we stand. And we know that where we stand is where we are. And where we are, if I see him on the street or he see me on the street, there's no tension. There's no reason for me to be like, I can't. You got to make peace with people that hurt you. It hurt to make peace with people that hurt you. But if you don't make peace with people that hurt you, they going to keep hurting you. And they not even in your lives no more. And they still have that position and that power to hurt you. You got to make peace with people that hurt you. Because it's going to do you some good. It don't matter if they still talking about you. It don't matter if they still attacking your character. It don't matter if they still finding everybody to talk about you to. You know, they get a whole entourage just to dog you out, just to make you feel some type of way or whatever. They trying to get your attention on some negative tip or whatever the case may have you. Keep flowing in your favor. Keep flowing in your blessings. Keep moving how you're supposed to be moving. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, if you don't forgive the people that hurt you, they're going to always have a place to control your emotions. They will be an easy trigger. Their name will trigger you. Somebody could be like, hey, I seen old such and such. I don't care. He or she or he. And you just, and it brings anger. It brings so much anger to you. Forgive people who hurt you in order to not have them have control over your emotions where they not even in your space. It's some people that you can't mention a name and they automatically get irritated and mad and frustrated. How could somebody that's not even in your presence no more still cause you to get out of character? You ain't never got to see this person ever again and they still got a hold on you. Forgive them. It's going to do you some justice. I ain't mad at nobody. But that doesn't mean that I want to hear about them and I want to know how they doing, and I don't need to know what they got going on. Just leave them at bay. We are no longer friends. We are no longer in relationships. We don't have anything to talk about. Therefore, I don't need to know what they got going on, and they don't need to know what I got going on. We're not in the same life no more. we're done. We're over. Be in the Coco says so true. Making peace with people that hurt you is for you to begin your own healing. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. That's the only way you're gonna be able to control the mindset of people that hurt you. I hurt a lot of people. I can't sit here and be acting like I ain't never hurt nobody. I hurt a lot of people. And a lot of people hurt me. I had people that had to forgive me, and I had people that I had to forgive. But the best thing about forgiveness is control. Controlling your emotions. And I ain't never in my life gonna let somebody have that much power over me again. Ever. You know when you're fully done with somebody. You know when the relationship is over. You know when that season has ended. You know when that person has expired in your life, because there's nothing that person can do to get to you, get under you, bother you, trigger you, make you feel some type of way. Maybe they can mention that person's name. You can be like, oh, that's good, and change the subject. Some people get mad because they can't disturb your peace. They get mad because they can't make you upset. They get mad because they can't get you out of character. They get mad. They want to see you so miserable because they miserable. So they're going to do everything in their power to make you miserable because that's who they are. They say it's okay to outgrow people and things. Everyone can't go with you, so why carry the unnecessary burden of the hurt? Most times they're not even thinking about you. They not. They don't care. And when somebody thinking about you, it's because they nosy. They want to know what you got going on in your life. They just want to know how your life going so they can compare it. Oh, I wonder how such and such doing. I wonder if she still got that old broke down car. I wonder if she's still living in that old raggedy old apartment. I wonder if she's still with that individual that ain't no good for her. They don't care about you. They just want to be nosy so they can keep up with your life, so they can see if you're still making it. Some people check on you and be surprised. What? After all she been through, she's still going. She's still making it. Wow, I thought that would have took her out. I'm shocked. Good for her. Some people ain't excited. Some people don't care about you. They don't care what you got going on. They only want you to be focused on what they got going on. They don't care. And you over here all happy and excited thinking somebody care about you. Oh my God. Woo, guess who checked on me? Guess who called me today? I ain't heard from them in like 2 months. And they called me, girl. They called me. Yeah, to be nosy, to keep up with you, to see if they still doing better than you. Y'all crazy. Really said. That's why I constantly just tell anybody. I'm trying to tell you. Because, baby, when I tell you, people just be in your life just to be in your business. They be in your life just to see if you still moving. They be in your life to see if your life's still in shambles. They be in your life so they can still talk about you. When your name is still in somebody's mouth, they more worried and pressed about you than anything. I don't gotta waste my time talking about nobody because it is what it is. Sometimes I hate gossip. People get on the phone and call you to tell you about Shirley. You ain't even friends with Shirley no more. Ain't been friends with Shirley in 13 years. Somebody still wants you to know about Shirley. Gary Shirley done got married. Oh, okay. Hey, good, rock on. Go ahead, Shirley. Good for you. Like, I'm not even friends with Shirley. Why would I care if she get married? I mean, not being rude. People think you be rude when you tell them, I don't want to hear about this individual. It's not to be rude. It's just, y'all, it's no connection no more. So you don't care, You don't care. And people get so mad when you just don't care about somebody else's life. It's their life is not doing anything for me, and my life is not doing anything for them. So why do it matter what they got going on? So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this live, because baby, when I tell you, you got to put in the work. You can't keep putting these patches on this pain and putting these patches over these transgressions and putting these patches over some things within yourself. You can't drink your problems away. You can't sex your problems away. You can't buy your problems away. You can't give your problems away. You have to deal with your problems. You have to put in the work, and you have to understand that the things that you are doing is going to set you up for success, to win, to be ahead of yourself. You can't be your old self. It just don't work. Let your old self go. Your old self don't even know your new self no more. You're trying to keep them connected, keep them friends. Let them go. You gotta let yourself go sometimes. You know how I always say, let them go. You ain't gotta deal with them. Break up with them. You gotta break up with yourself sometimes. Some of us still go with the same person that we know we don't need to be going with no more. We still trying to act like we can turn up and drink. Yeah, just let me see if I still got it. Why? Why you need to see if you still got it? Let it go. Leave versions of you where they are. Leave people where they are. And get yourself together. That's where we are. Focusing on yourself. Not doing no patchwork, but actually putting in the work. So you can leave the patches alone. We don't want patches. We want to work on ourselves. So we can fully heal and fully walk into our greatest destination. Love is so beautiful when you let it happen. You don't force it. You let it happen. It's a beautiful place, y'all. Lay dropping my socials in the comments. So y'all can go ahead. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. Y'all can follow me on Facebook. I have a personal email if y'all want to talk to me through my emails. I'm here for it. I'm on live. I give motivation. I give motivation off live. If you need to call me, not call. Sorry, email me, or message me on social media or whatever. I'm here. I'm available. I like to make myself available because I just want to see everybody feel good about themselves and be blessed. Signing off. Got to get up early. Love each one of you. Love you, moms. Thank you for coming, even though I know you got to be asleep. Appreciate it. But y'all, that is definitely it for tonight. Okay? I really hope you enjoyed the live. If you enjoyed the live and you still here and you haven't gotten off already, just go ahead and drop in the comments, girl, I had a time. If you had a time, just say, girl, I had a time. Because I'm definitely appreciative of each and every one of you guys that come on here and spend time with me, spend an hour and some change with me, and just, love on me as I love on y'all. I really do appreciate it so much. So, it's definitely a blessing. And I will be seeing y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Tang. Please read the flyer about the backpack blessings. Let's show up for the queen. Yes, thank you, girl. Show up for the queen. I'm going to post it on my post, too. Show up for the cream. I said for the cream. Show up for the queen. I love y'all so much. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad, daughter. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all think this live was something, baby? Wait till next Tuesday. I'm telling y'all, I got some fire for y'all next Tuesday. So you do not want to miss it. Y'all know I be posting it on my socials. So if you forget, it's on my socials. Love you, Ty. Love you, sis. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know Queen Motivation gonna bring the motivation. Y'all know what time it is. So see me here next Tuesday. Thank you, BGB. Thank you, son. I love all y'all so much. And I already know I'm going to see y'all next Tuesday. I'm not even going to sit here and be like, I need to see. I know I'm going to see y'all. And if you new on here, you ghost watching, and you really had a time and you really enjoyed the live, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and like some of my videos. Watch some of my shorts. Leave some reviews. I got some good stuff up there for everybody. I got long videos. I got short videos. And I got lives if you want to catch a replay. However it go. You utilize my channel however it fits your life. Thanks again, you guys, for being here. It's a blessing. I love you guys. I will be talking to you guys next Tuesday, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be seeing y'all then. Good night. Deuces.